just to kind of review this past off season as well as this pre-contest diet. Um, I started working with a diet coach immediately after my pro card win show, which was in May 2014, and we tried to do a little reverse diet, kind of bring my calories up slowly through my off season. I ended up getting heavier than I wanted to. I was just kind of following the numbers that I was given. Yeah, he handled my diet as well as my cardio regimen. I did all my own training, but got a little bit heavier than I wanted to. I think my heaviest I was 243 in the morning and 247 at night. So I'm about 5'9" or so. So I mean, for me, that's very big, bigger than I wanted to get to. So I had a lot of extra body fat I had to lose pre-contest. So I'm just 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks removed from this past competition. So I definitely don't plan on getting that heavy now. But did a lot of things different this year, and I actually, working with the coach, we basically things just didn't work out. We missed the show I originally wanted to do, which was the world competition in Miami on Halloween. So I wasn't even ready for that show, which was disappointing because I missed that show. Which would have been my debut, which would have been 2014, and I missed it this year. So I really wanted to do that show, and I haven't been able to yet. So I set my hearts on doing the last show of the year, which was an AMBF show in Key West. So I did do that, but we basically parted ways about 6-7 weeks out from that show, and I was kind of left in no man's land. I had to kind of pick up the pieces and kind of do my own thing and do some things to bring myself close to stage ready, which was tough. I had still more body fat to lose, which is seems crazy after dieting for almost 40 weeks. So my diet was almost the whole year, and it felt like it. So way too long to diet in my opinion, but I was able to hold on to more muscle mass, but we lost a lot of weeks. Some weeks my weight wouldn't change, or it would be down a half a pound or a quarter pound, something like that. So ideally, next time I may look at doing maybe a 20 or slightly over 20-week diet. I think would be ideal for me, considering my body weight, my body fat is more reasonable. But things I did different with training this year. So normally I train everything once a week. This year I trained everything on an 8-day split. So every 4 days, a body part was hit. One day was mostly mass, people say mass movements, but mostly free weight movements. Like if I'm training chest, it's free weight bench press, incline bench press, dumbbell flies, or decline bench press, something like that. And then 4 days later, it's hit with something like cable flies or machine press. Something where I'm squeezing, driving a lot of blood in there. Maybe a superset or two. So that was kind of the format this year, and I think it worked out well. Cardio was much less than I would normally do. I just think the diet needed to change a little bit more drastically, from week to week to ensure the progress that I wanted to. And when I went on my own, about 6-7 weeks out from this past show, I was really making good progress, and I would have liked to have been in better shape, but again, that was just more time I needed, more time for me to bring it in. So if I had a little bit more time on my end, then I felt I would have been 100%. But the good thing to take away from it was I was probably close to the same condition that I was in the show in May 2014, and I was about 6.5 pounds heavier this time. So in a year and a half time, I was about 6.5 pounds, which for a natural athlete is pretty remarkable. So I'm happy with that. So there's a lot of things to take away from this. I definitely want to handle my own diet from now on. I've learned quite a bit in this past year and a half, 2 years since my previous show, and I continue to learn things every day. So I really want it to be in my own hands. I don't ever want to miss a show again that I plan on doing. But and as far as training, I think that was ideal, twice a week the way it was, and not so much where it was with only like 3 days or 2.5 days in between each workout. It was a full 4 days, which was enough time to recover, and also enabled me to hit everything with a little bit more frequency. So that's what I probably will stick with in a diet, and even off season in the future. Right now, though, my training is kind of scaled down as far as volume and frequency to let my body recover, definitely have some aches and pains. My shoulder's a little banged up, so I'm trying to do my own rehab on that, and it's getting better. Just everything is sore, from dieting for so long and training hard for so long. So right after the show, I actually worked out the day after, but we did more of a pump workout, and no sets were taken to failure. Volume was down, and I did that for the past 2 weeks. My volume was down. First week was all machines, no free weights to let my joints rest up a bit. Second week was free weight movements with machines, but no sets to failure. And this week I'm starting to take things to failure, but again, I'm training 4 days a week, so I have 3 days off. So frequency's down, volume per workout's up, and intensity's starting to climb back up. But really trying to heal up some aches and pains. So we're gonna play that for a little bit, see how it goes, and I'll continue to add things during my off season. But also I'm reverse dieting, so I'm up only a few pounds from show weight. It was almost 3 weeks ago. Trying to take my calories up more slowly this time, so I don't climb such a heavy weight with higher body fat. So that's my goal. But things have been going pretty good, and just a lot to learn from this past contest season and off season. So, and I'm excited to kind of carry those things I've learned into this upcoming off season, and then in pre-contest. Looking at doing more of a competition. I hope to do it later next year. Next year's only a few days away now that we're close to New Year's, but sometime 2016 I like to get on the world stage. Hopefully I have enough time, let my body recover, and for me really make improvements. So, but I think I can do that in that timetable. So, stay tuned, and we'll see how things go out. I'll try to upload some some videos of training and footage from here on out, but I'll try to be a little bit more active with that. But if you're interested, check it out.